Hello, everyone. Lillian here. Today, we're going to talk about a strategy that's going to help you sleep. Insomnia is trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. And one reason why insomnia continues is because you haven't actually targeted the main issue, which is often your thoughts and specifically your worries. Bedtime is the most inconvenient time for you to worry, but it's not for your brain because there's no distractions. You're not multitasking, and suddenly your brain's like, nice and quiet. Might be a good time to worry. And once those worries start flooding in, it's really hard to switch your mind off. And when you have all of these thoughts running through your head and bringing up all these unpleasant emotions, often what we try to do mentally is to push it away or to stop them or suppress them or get rid of them by telling ourselves, stop worrying, just stop thinking about it. But did you know that studies have found that telling yourself to stop worrying does not work? And not only does it not work, can actually make you worry more. So, what can you do instead? It's called worry time, or what I like to call contain your brain. Contain your brain is a strategy that helps you create boundaries for your worries. So instead of letting worries take over every minute of the day or night, you set a time and a place to worry and only worry in that time and place. So remember, the research shows that telling yourself to stop worrying doesn't work, but telling yourself to delay worrying does. Because when you acknowledge that the worry thought by saying to yourself, I hear you, I'm going to note this down, and I'm going to set time aside to think about it tomorrow at 10 a.m., your brain is actually satisfied and can let go of the worry more easily so you can get to sleep. And by the way, this also works if worries are getting in the way of your daily tasks, if you're losing focus because of worries during the day. So when you set your worry time during the day, you address your concerns during the day, and so they're less likely to bother you at night. Doesn't that sound good? So let's start by talking about how it works. I'll just share my screen. And here we go. So the first thing that you do is you choose your worry time. So you choose the most convenient and productive time of the day for you to focus on your worries. Be specific, set aside half an hour at the most, try it for a few days, and then you can adjust it after that. Eventually, what you want to do is you want to be able to contain your worries to about 15 minutes per day. Then you choose your worry place. Once you've organize your worry time, then you have to decide your best place to worry, a place that you can access every day, and most likely a place in your house, but not your bedroom. And then you make a commitment to yourself that you only worry at that time and in that place. And I know this might sound a little bit weird at first, but it's not dissimilar to the meetings that you set up for work, right? You set aside a time with your colleagues to meet in a certain place to address specific issues and problems at work. But this time, you're setting up a meeting for yourself, and your worries are the agenda items. So you set your time and your place. And when you have that set, and you have worries outside of that time, you just jot them down so you can remember them and address them in your worry time. So whenever a worry pops up, you just add your worry. And that can be, some people prefer paper and a pen to physically put it in a container or a box or something like that. And other people really find an app much more practical and private. So it's really about just doing what works for you. And then in your worry time, you address your worries one by one. I actually suggest that you sort them into categories, like ones you can solve, ones that are unsolvable, and ones that actually have solved themselves already, because this helps you deal effectively with them by finding solutions that match the type of worry that it is. And in fact, you'll find that a lot of worries, in fact, research shows more than 90% of them actually never happen. And this can be a really good way of figuring out what worries are those kinds of worries. And with the worry time strategy or the contain your brain strategy, you can be rest assured that you will attend to your worries during your worry time and in your worry place, and not when you're trying to sleep.